So glad you could join us from the farm, Stanford Stadium in Palo Alto. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the SMU Mustangs and the Stanford Cardinal. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
I caught up with the SMU head coach before the game. This is going to be a huge challenge to get this upset on the road. Not only is this one of the best quality opponents they have faced so far, it is a quality crowd. You can hear from the noise. This crowd is ready to get after it. A very hostile environment. We will see how they handle it, and I will keep you posted how it's going down here on the field. Guys?
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. On the move from inside his 5. He's out of bounds at his own 15-yard line, looking for running room and couldn't find much on that return. So glad you could join us from the farm, Stanford Stadium in Palo Alto. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. It's the SMU Mustangs and the Stanford Cardinal. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
I caught up with the Mustangs head coach before the game. He is very concerned about this crowd. It is a tough place to play, and with this home crowd, he knows that this is going to be one of their biggest challenges so far of the season. Can they get an upset on the road with this crowd noise, with this environment? He says his team has to stay locked in and focused to make it happen on the road today. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. Stanford ready to kick it away to start this game. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Finds his man. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
From the gun, the running back has it. Breaks into the open. And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that first down.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
Got a man. It's Hale. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
Good job reading the... By the quarterback on that RPO feed. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind him.
The Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Smith on the screen. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Wants to throw again. They'll open it up early. He's taking the shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Long incompletions are okay. We got to take shots. You got to make big plays in college football. I love that you're taking shots. Keep taking them. Some of those are going to come home. Some of them aren't. But when they come home, they equal big-time points.
He finds a dead spot in the middle. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. And the Mustangs headed quickly to the line.
Well, you're seeing this offense aggressive here right out of the gate. I don't even know if they're planning on running the football the rest of this game, the way they're throwing it right now. I mean, they're just throwing caution to the wind. And, David, we know it. They've got a lot of confidence in their skill players throwing the ball. And right now, that's been very apparent early.
Well, and now you knock me back on my heels a little bit. Now I'm like, oh, crud. Is this their game plan? Is this going to be pass, pass, pass? So defensively, I'm thinking, how do I make my subs? Do I go dime? Do I go nickel, right? Like, they're definitely pass happy. But the first thing I have to do is get a pass rush and make this quarterback feel uncomfortable.
Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Swats it away.
That's a really great play by the defender. And we obviously know the defense gave up a ton of points there last time out. Coaching staff told us, David, they wanted to be more aggressive this game. And here you go. The opening drive of the game. Great job by the defender that time, breaking on the ball, swatting it away, and trying to send a message to the offense.
Well, and sometimes the defenders, they're trying to make plays. They're trying to catch it. And a lot of times because of that, they misjudge the football. I like knocking it down, making sure the receiver doesn't catch it. They were challenged all week about a negative performance a week ago. Good to see them come out early with some energy and making some plays. Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do.
Throws toward the end zone. In the end zone, he's got it. Touchdown, Mustangs.
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Out wide right, it's Black.
And that's the start you need on offense, right? The opening drive of the game, your defense allows a touchdown, so you got to come out firing, and it's good news to see the quarterback dialed in. Good read, good timing, accurate throw. It's a big-time completion, but still work to be done. This offense obviously would like to answer that touchdown with one of their own.
They knock him down, but he gets enough to give Stanford a 1st down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the 1st down, new set of downs, let's go.
They'll snap it from the 26 on 1st down. They're going to ride this running back. It's a fumble on the play. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
SMU's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. With the catch, it's Knight. The Mustangs come to the line in the hurry-up. Grabbed behind the line, it's Cooper. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Back to pass, it's Jennings. Lets it fly. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. And you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
Right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Man, as a defensive coach, that's a win. When you can be already put in a bad position because your offense fumbles and they're in scoring position and you give up just 3, that is a situational football at its best. Nice job by this defense, handling a little adversity and just giving up the field goal.
Cardinal offense takes the field, ready to attack. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding him to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, David. They got to kind of get back to doing what they do.
Yeah, and hold on to the football. I mean, defense just did their job. Stopped them, held them to a field goal, limited the damage. Now it's time for the offense to get the momentum going again.
Handoff again. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
They cross midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. On the run, it's Irvin. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Tight end now in motion. The give to the back. Snowed under by the defense.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
The Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on 3rd down. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. He's got enough. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the 2nd quarter. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the 1st period as we look at the stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Driving forward, it's Ford. Here's a little room there. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Buying a little time to his left. Hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Stanford! They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. That drive covered 57 yards for the touchdown. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Mustangs offense is ready to go on the attack. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Looking downfield, it's Jennings. Look out! And down he goes. Classic pressure coming from the defense's right side, and they get the quarterback to the turf.
And that's what those defensive ends in a 4-3 do. Those guys know how to get after the quarterback, play on an edge. Nice job rushing the passer, getting off the football, and getting to the QB and getting him on the ground.
Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up one on the play.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Second down, gonna throw it. Smith's got it. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. And the Mustangs want to crank the tempo. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Turning it on. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Cardinals. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. On the run from inside his own 5. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Out wide left, it's Hale. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Looking for a man. It's Jennings. Got his man on the right. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They took their time out of the gate, but now starting to try to take control of this game on offense. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's at the 40, the 20, inside the touchdown, Stanford. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting it.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
The Mustangs are in the hurry-up. Scanning the field, it's Jennings. Left side, it's Cooper. Inside the 40. And they'll finally shove him out of bounds after a strong run. And the Mustangs will snap it on 1st and 10.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Fires to the middle. Pulls it in. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Timeout is called by the Cardinal. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Just keeps slinging it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. They'll stop him at the 22-yard line as the defense makes a play.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Looking for room. It's 4. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. Fresh set of downs going up top. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat and you're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But they had a great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground and getting the football out, a little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
Out wide left, it's Cooper. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Mustangs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go.
Take the profit, right? Pitch and catch. Defense in zone coverage. Receivers got some access. Just spit it out to him. Let him catch it, advance, and get what he can get.
That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Turns it upfield. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. To throw, it's Jennings. Rushes on. He's sacked. This defense all over him. Now Stanford is going to call a timeout. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, SMU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. On to attempt the try. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. On the run, it's Ford. And he's brought down after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He's past the sticks. Could be an alley. He now has 79 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Looking for a crease to the left. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Right side, it's Black. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Trying to squeak through the pile. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Now the Cardinals decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Stanford gets set to snap it on 1st down. Might as well give it to him again. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. 1 snap coming before they head to the locker room. The give to the left side. There he goes. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
A lot of scoreboard watching today, fellas, but fear not, Week 13, we've got you covered here on the College Football Update Show. First up, a look at Michigan, taking on the number 4 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And it's the Wolverines, with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one, and win a fireworks-filled football game. That victory caps off a 9-3 regular season, respectable by any program's measures. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. So after the first down run, here's 2nd down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Follows his blocks. It's Ford. Got a little grass. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on.
Breaks free and he might be gone. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. Stanford, fresh off that big play through the air, is back to work. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Oh, he's got some space. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Running the red zone. It's Irvin. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Cardinal!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Oh, pressure's coming. Trying to escape and get it himself. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
And, man, I love his courage to run the football. And I think it's necessary for the team. Sometimes you got to do that. But, man, see the surroundings, right? Like, knowing guys are around you. He gets hit late at the end of that play, and he got decked. You do not want to take those shots throughout a game. They will add up, and sometimes it will affect your throwing. That's too big of a hit to be taken for this quarterback.
They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. And the Mustangs will hustle to the line.
And the offense showing off this short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Just smothered on the play.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Sets his feet. It's Jennings. Throwing right. Makes the catch. It's Hale. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Mustangs look to keep this drive humming. Timeout is called by the Cardinal. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. And the Mustangs will line it up on 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. Left side, it's Knight. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. The Mustangs can really attack on this 2nd and short. He's looking to throw. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. They'll try to get it through the air. Bought a little time, lets it go.
Well, the defense has had enough of this, right? The quarterback's on a hot streak. The ball's not hitting the ground. And right there, they decide, we are jumping one of these routes. We're going to try to get a pick. Almost came away with one there.
And the Mustangs will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Trying to pick out that ball through a deluge of rain, and he missed it. The only thing I can think is he just didn't see him signal for the fair catch. That's an easy call for the official, and they'll accept the penalty. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. On the move, it's Ford. Breaks into the open. He's past the marker. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down.
And man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense, because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Handoff to the single running back. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
They put the brakes on it.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed 1st down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
Plows his way ahead. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27.
And that's got to be so frustrating for this defense. Man, he's already over 100 yards. Like, they're going to continue to feature him, especially on 3rd down. And so far, this defense, they can't find the answer. They can't get him to the ground. They've got to find something to slow this dude down.
They'll ride the hot hand. Got the 1st down. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Stanford!
David, I mean, you can take your hands away from your eyes. At this point, this thing is just defense optional. This is atrocious. Nobody wants to tackle in this game. Nobody wants to take an angle. It's another long touchdown. Great job by the running back. But when are these defenses going to show up?
Yeah, it's frustrating. It's hard to watch, man. We've got to get lined up, make sure you're in the right gap. You can't jump out of your gap. You can't guess. And these defenses, they're giving up big plays, and those are the ones that will kill you because it's points right away. And a lot of points in this football game, and these coordinators, they're not real happy right now.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Under pressure. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Got 7 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 3.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Makes the grab. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Mustangs moving quickly to the line. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone.
Snags it, and there's running room. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. And the Mustangs come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st. Out wide left, it's Cooper. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone. Neither of these teams cracking the top 25 as we are in the final week of the season. Let's take a look at where things stand right now. Mustangs call a timeout. It'll be their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. So first down will open up the final period. Back to throw, it's Jennings. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they now trail 35-24. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Stanford's offense heads out, hoping to move the ball on this drive. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Dragged down after working his way, and those feet were pitter-pattering as he picked up 6. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Selling the fake. They're all over it. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. 3rd down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. Hits the hole. It's 4th. They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on 3rd down. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. back to throw. It's Jennings. Between the hashes, it's Knight.
And that's a good first down for this offense. Get something positive going. Like, listen, the possessions are shrunk now. We're in the fourth quarter. The clock is ticking for us. Down 2 possessions. You're not going to get many more, so they got to be smart with the football while still being aggressive.
It's caught. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Deep shot for the end zone. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores. He'll be stopped at the 15. It'll be a first down, and this defense misses an opportunity to keep them backed up close to the goal line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. They drag him down behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that hasn't happened very often. He has had a tremendous night. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll run it on the counter. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They give it back to it. Turning it on! An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
Timeout is called, and they got it just in the nick of time before the delay of game penalty. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Takes the handoff. It's Irvin. Got the first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Stanford at the line on first down. Let's see if they lean on that offensive line. To the ground. He's got it again. Ball is loose. Oh, and he's able to get back on top of it just in the nick of time.
Well, the running back really lucky. He jumped on his own.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Now on the counter. Trying to pound their way forward, he picks up a couple to the 31.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And there's nothing more demoralizing for a defense than when you're losing, you know they're going to run the football, they're trying to run the clock, and you can't stop them. They've got to be more aggressive, bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. They've got to stop this ground game and get the ball back.
The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Stanford going back to work with another first down. They'll give it to him again. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long. The defense working to manage that clock. They use the timeout, 1:55 remaining. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. They'll move the tight end. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
You can tell, man, really made a point for this offense to run the football, to be physical and defensively. Already getting behind in this football game, not stopping the run on this drive. They've got to get more aggressive. They got to get more physical on that line of scrimmage.
Trying to slip through and pick it up. Touchdown, Cardinal! And they take it in for 6 more points. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And they'll take a knee. Well, you don't see this very often. So much for fighting till the bitter end as they will concede defeat. And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's 3rd down. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee.